Hello, hello, hello from sunny Miami.
It's hot Miami.
Hot mammy.
Brandon would not stop saying hot Lana when we were in Atlanta. Ruthless, would not shut up. And then we go to some like art print shop, and it literally has this like, what would you call that style?
Like a
comic book looking.
Like a Andy Warhol.
And she's like, "Don't say hot Lana." Like, you need that. But yeah, it gets hotter and hotter the
Every
further
day.
we go.
Yep.
Our brains can't handle it. I'm popping ibuprofen like little candies because my head hurts.
Little narcos.
I'm like, we are staying hydrated.
The wrong thing to be popping in Miami.
Oh my God, don't even get me started. Our guest is already in shock right now. Oh my gosh. We'll just bring him in already. We're in Miami right now, and we met up with David.
Welcome to Miami.
Oh my God. David is
Hi.
PV plant guy. You guys know who he is.
I am from the other side of the state, so I drove 6 hours to get here.
Yuck. Yeah, you had to
Nothing
get up.
compared to the torture that we've done.
I really can't complain.
Today we had a shorter drive.
Although
than
you did it
but
in one day and woke up at the crack of dawn, which was a
It was
nightmare.
totally worth it, though.
David's such a dad. He's like, oh, I'm leaving at the ass crack of dawn, and also I'm getting there a bit early. What do you know?
I did get there before you guys. Technically, I turned
Let's
in the
not talk
parking
about
lot.
it. We were
20 feet in front of you.
we were practically street racing. It was bad.
There was one point where I put it in a manual and was like, worked.
I didn't even know it was a competition until I saw you fly by me and
yeah, we
in
got
the express lane. And
and
I'm like, let me try and catch up to you. And Nicole was just
he was like,
no.
well, no, that was Brandon. Brandon was driving.
In my defense, that's how I normally drive.
Yeah, he's pushing 90, and he
We're
has
going
the-
94.
Yeah,
At one point, I was going 100, and I'm like, I can't get pulled
yeah.
over.
I was saying he's probably going as fast as he's comfortable with, and still can't get to us.
And I would like see you, and then you would just like pull away, and a bunch of cars would like come between us, and I try to get past, and I was like, you know
I know
what?
he was like, I didn't realize that you were alone in the car. And I was like, he probably wanted to drive by us and have little buddies, driving
Okay.
buddy.
I was just jamming a Taylor Swift, so
We had a lot of like Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus on the way down. It's been kind of crazy.
Young Gravy's pretty good.
Oh my God, don't get me started on that motherfucker. I can't. I think his face bothers me, and his like affliction for people's moms is a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just a little-
no, I agree.
Seems, even though it's like perfectly normal, it just seems still a little bit predatory to me.
But I just laugh.
Yeah.
You just listen and laugh, and that's the entertainment
I
part.
can't lie. Yeah, when I first heard some of his songs, I was like, this is horse shit. Are you kidding me? And then now it comes on in the shop, and I'm like, damn, great.
I mean, Nicki and Cardi are the same way, but they're
It's like
also great, so
It's annoying at first, and then I'm like, I love it.
and then
I
you can't get out of your
lie.
head.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Hoyas.
Uh,
So let's talk about David for a little bit, and then we can talk about what we did today
not
because it
me.
was so fun. Not you. Well, you're here to chat with us.
You're the guest of honor.
You're the guest of honor. We're in his little apartment.
I guess technically that
thing.
makes us the guest of honor, but
I don't know. We just barged
we're
in.
all guests of honor in Miami.
This would work out better than ours because we just had like one little chair in the corner with the two beds. We would literally have the two be sitting on the beds, like,
well, we had those benches where
where all of our stuff
Yeah.
was, and a
Good
bunch of
about it.
plants.
So I guess
Yeah.
to give you guys a little to set the stage here, this is literally an apartment that I'm just like renting for the night. So it's a building
like
that people
apartment
live
hotel,
in. Yeah.
like Sweet Life, a Zach and Cody type of thing.
Little kitchenette, little bedroom. There's like another room with the bed,
Very
few
fancy,
tables. There's a fake fiddly fig behind me.
dramatic. I bet you wish you brought Tucker because he would be so cute in here running
I know.
around.
He would love it.
Oh well, next time.
Next time.
So David and I met kind of, I think on TikTok like 2 years ago.
Yes, TikTok.
My gosh.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
tac.
Where we all met. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like we met all of our plant friends on TikTok way back when. And I think you slowly were also like, Nicole, you need to start posting on Instagram. And I'm like, no.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
exactly. I was like, you need to start
David was like,
posting
you need to
your-
post reels. You have no reels.
Yeah,
And
David's
I'm like,
a good one at Instagram. I'm just like, oh my God.
David's
Instagram
great. I
is so
actually
much
love
work.
David's videos. They are so, and here's the thing. We've been very frank about like not really loving the content where people are like dancing around and they're like doing weird random shit. But I actually really like David's like short little comedy things where he's not talking, he's doing it to a sound. It's actually like, it's funny to me.
And as we experienced today, it's way more thought out than 90% of
we experienced it
creators.
today. And oh my gosh, did you see the video that he posted on our podcast like story where you and Roger and Matt are like dancing, and then it pans over to me, and I'm behind the camera and I'm dancing there, and it literally was like Mean Girls, where the mom is like in the audience.
Oh my God,
like,
no way! I didn't see it.
It was so funny.
I need to go check. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh! But I was like, if we're coming down here, I'm like, we got to meet up with David because you're one of the people I talk to like kind of regularly ish.
Yes.
So
and I have your phone number, so that says a lot.
Oh yeah, I also like when I have someone's phone number, I'm like, oh geez, this is a whole thing.
This is official.
This is official.
I'm like texting
Getting
you,
everyone's phone
calling you.
numbers.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys.
That's a topic for a different episode.
I'm just gonna say right now, I have Dominic Rivian's phone number. Isn't that kind of funny? Kind of weird. Anyways,
I don't know him.
He's the Nepenthes guy that we went to go visit.
I've never met him.
Okay, yeah.
we have.
We hadn't. Now we have. We hugged him. Well, it was a little bit unprovoked.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about this in our Tennessee episode. So, well,
That you need to film
keep tuned
or
well,
record.
We recorded that one, but we talked. Did we talk? We didn't even talk about it on
Well,
there.
no, we got to do our like recap.
Yeah,
Tennessee
we are going to do a
episode.
whole. Well,
yeah, I think we should do an episode per day and talk about our antics.
Why? Because it was so much. We've talked about the strip club and everything.
We have a lot to talk about.
He took me to a strip club for my first time.
Where? In
Atlanta.
Oh.
The Claremont Lounge. Shout
How's
out.
that?
Oldest strip club in Atlanta. They are body positive, women owned, and do not care about your age to be a stripper. I saw 74-year-old fake titties flopping around. Honestly, she was, for a 74-year-old, incredibly hot.
She was the first person to ask me if I wanted to go in the back for a dance too, and I was like, I think I'm good, thank you.
Did you go for the experience, really?
It was actually pretty great.
It was
and
it was
the more
convenient.
drunk we got, the more exciting we were dancing with them too, and throwing the little dollar bills was fun.
It's innocent fun.
It's innocent fun.
It really was.
Except when we almost got kicked out.
That was
Brandon.
okay. I just tried to take a selfie.
Can't do that.
You can't take pictures in a...
Well, even we were, in our defense, we were in the very back corner. Nothing behind. It was just like a little like bloop, and you can't see anything. It's dark, whatever. And dude came over to us immediately.
Immediately. I was like, he
"Pull
like
out your
scared
phone."
me. I
He's
was like,
he's like, let me see your phone. Like, I'm about to drag you out of here if you do that again. But he was actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
He said he was.
I think
nicer
he
than
realized
usually
that I was like, ugh, and then he like was very nice.
He saw our stupid little selfie, and he's like, okay, you guys are dumb. Oh my gosh. Anyways, David, let's talk about you.
Hello.
He's like, I don't want to be the center of attention.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. How did you get into plants?
Yeah.
How did I feel like I tell this story all the time.
I don't know.
Okay, so I was just telling Nicole and Brandon that I'm actually from Rhode Island. I grew up there. I moved to Florida when I was 13, and my dad used to plant a garden outside every summer. And so one summer he was like, we're going to plant giant pumpkins. Come on. Because he used to take us to like this like giant pumpkin festival every fall in Massachusetts. And so one year he's like, we're going to grow our own and it's going to be huge. So we ended up with like a 300-pound pumpkin and like a 100-pound pumpkin, and we had it displayed in like the front of our house like for fall. It was amazing. And so I think ever since then I've really liked plants, but I didn't really get into houseplants until John is my husband, we moved into an apartment and I had an office. So we had a third bedroom. So we upgraded. And I was like, there's so much light in here and so much room. I'm going to put plants in my office. And I got one white bird of paradise. And then I got a few succulents, and someone at work gave me a few clippings of her African milk tree. And then it was just like, boom. Now I'm a plant dad.
You're hooked.
Yeah, we moved into the house, and I had a back patio that was west facing with a screen. So I was like, this is perfect. Like like sun all afternoon, and it's shaded. So like tropical plants, here we go.
Yeah, your fiddly fig went off in there.
Mm-hmm. And in the new house, they're all thriving.
Yeah.
On my ficus.
Is that what the name is for them plural, or is it not ficuses?
My ficus.
Oh my god! Sounds like you're a feet guy. You're getting a little close to that.
No, he's a fun guy.
Funny. I was literally just thinking though. Okay, the AC just turned on, so if you guys hear something really loud and blowing, it's like 100 degrees out there. So we gotta stay cool.
Stay cool here.
Even David admitted it's hot. I mean, you're from
hot.
Rhode Island, so you're not born into the heat. Yeah, you have been in here for a while.
Yeah, you sizzled your blood for so long. It's just used to
Nicole
it.
and I were texting earlier, and we were both in the car, and we were like, it's so hot in the car with the AC blasting, like we're still sweating.
Yeah, and the sun's like started coming in through the sunroof.
Yeah, I never close my sunroof, but I'm like, nope, this has got to go.
Like the top of my head is going to get like sunburned, and you have a tint in that thing. Which, by the way, how do you not have a tint in your car?
Okay, I got my car.
We saw right through it, and we were like, "What the heck? How is he surviving?"
You look so exposed.
It's like driving in a glass box. I got my car right when COVID hit. I
So
was
the
like,
people just weren't taking appointments for
Yeah.
a bit.
yeah, and I was like working from home. I was like, let me get a new car. Interest rates were really good. So I got my car, and I worked from home for 2 years, and I never drove it. I only drove it to Publix in my neighborhood.
How many miles do you have on that thing?
It's a 2017, and I have 40,000 miles.
I have a 2020 and I have almost double that.
I think I have less because mine's 2016. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, no need to tint the windows. But now that I'm driving more, I'm like, I definitely need to get them tinted.
Yeah. It's hot out
I
there.
need the
It
illegal
comes
tint,
in.
so like you can't.
I have I think mine's technically illegal. Yours is definitely illegal for Minnesota.
Well,
It's
no,
definitely illegal for Florida.
mine's illegal for Wisconsin. It's the legal limit for Minnesota.
Okay.
That's dark.
It is dark. Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
have
like to be
like a-
seen.
No, I don't.
I have like before mine got fucking smashed. Someone smashed my window literally 4 days after I got a window tint. Very lame. It's not covered by the warranty. So stupid. So much money. I mean, my mom paid for it. She's great. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that we couldn't pack my car full of plants. I'm sad about it. I also just left the glass in my car, so hopefully they're okay with that. I tried to get some of it out. I had to literally
You get that?
fill
You don't
that
have a
up
shop vac?
No, I don't have a shop vac. Sorry. Brandon has every appliance you can think of, I swear.
I don't have.
Do you have a Dyson?
I don't. I've had one in my cart for quite a while, but I haven't committed.
I think
'Cause
if
we
you
have a
had-
Shark, but it's just not. It's not Dyson.
Yeah, they're two different.
They're two different things.
Yeah,
So back to plants.
Plants.
This is how it goes. We just go all over the place.
I've listened. Wait, I'm along for the ride, guys. I'm here.
We're here
I'm
for
dedicated.
it. I mean, we're only 11 minutes in, so we've got a lot of things to talk about. But I know David, and you guys might know David as kind of the orchid and ficus guy.
Although I've just branched out to different types of orchids aside from Phalaenopsis.
You getting into the cool stuff.
Yeah, like dendrobiums and some other stuff that I can't pronounce.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know
Can
what that is.
Can we swear
No.
here? Can I say
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, you can.
You just can't be graphically sexual. I think that's the
Okay,
the
well,
limit
you know what you
for
were
us.
talking about earlier?
Well, wasn't describing it in graphic detail.
It was we
So
might have to
orchids.
have orchids.
Some good phals. I'm like the Orchid 101 guy.
Oh yeah, I recommend people when they're asking me in the plant shop or messaging me, I'm like, go watch David's videos. I'm not going to tell you anything that is of use. But now I finally I was at one of Brandon's markets and I did a plant swap and someone was like, "Do you want to trade for this orchid?" And I was like, "God, fuck no," but I guess.
That's how we both got our orchid.
You gotta
And
learn.
I was
That's how you-
I think I feel confident that David will tell me what to do, or I have the knowledge that I need from David, and it'll be fine. And I think my first flower coming out.
Oh,
Your first flower spike. Yeah, you showed me that a few weeks ago. It looks really
yeah,
good.
it's actually because it keeps growing upwards now.
Oh, perfect.
And,
Yeah, because we didn't know if it was an aerial root or a flower spike.
because I'd seen I've got new roots coming out, and I was like, that doesn't look like a root. So I'm actually very proud. I've never. I guess I owned an orchid years ago, and I just
had one in
died
college
off, whatever.
and, yeah.
But I've never made one flower or had one that was just leaves and then flowered. So I'm really really excited, and I don't even really know what what it's going to look like. So
What color it is, we don't know. You'll
yeah,
have
it's
to-
a little
You
surprise.
have to show us.
How
But
fun.
the real test will be after it flowers, can you get it to reflower in a few months?
In a few months. Okay, we're about to go into winter. Is that a thing?
Yeah, a few months. In June.
In June. Okay, yeah. It is in one of my it's in my Fabricore. It's in one of the
Oh, perfect.
greenhouses. So it's it's on the bottom, but my Fabricore's not very tall. So it's sitting under there and it's I've got enough light. I'm fine. I'm really excited.
Me too.
that'll be fun.
And I also have a ficus because David sent one up to me. I have it in pawn.
In pawn, in a bag, I mailed it to you. That was the best mailing trick ever.
I was like, oh yeah, this is great. And then I left it, and I was like, I can't show David this. And then you eventually saw I left it in that bag for a really long time.
Yeah, but it did fine, right?
It did fine. Yeah, it was doing
Yeah.
great. It was putting out new roots. So he was like, Nicole, you could have put it in soil. And I'm like, no, I want to put it in pond because I'm going to kill it in soil.
Yeah, keep it in pawn. Why not? Yeah.
So it's in its own little setup. I have to get a different pot for it, or a different catch pot for it though, because it has a plug in it, but those don't always keep them from leaking, and there's just water all over the place. So, whoops. But David's like, I think there's spider mites on it, and I'm like, you know what I got going on up here? Send your spider
I
mites.
think I cleaned it. I did my best to get everything off of it. So it should have arrived very nicely.
It's doing great. It's only dropped, I think, one little bottom leaf.
Which is
like
goodbye. Yeah, pretty great. I'm going to get a new leaf soon, I'm sure. It's in my little kitchen by the south window.
Perfect. It's going to do great there.
Yeah. So you do have like all the ficuses, Fici. I mean, you don't have like you don't have that really expensive one that we were seeing.
Did we see one today?
Yeah. I was like, you should have grabbed
I didn't
some of
even
those.
notice. I was like in a
He was like, look at these altissimas.
So
See, I'm holding out for variegated fiddle. That's
Oh, he really wants a variegated fiddle.
some guy on Instagram, I don't know his handle, but he is like the variegated fiddle.
oh
guy.
the Cyril cybernated.
I think he's out in California.
Yeah, I see that one all the time.
Yeah, we
Probably
should hit
gonna
him
see
up.
some.
And
We might see some tonight because I know they grow them at Perfect Choice.
Oh.
They have them in area greenhouses. So,
Do we need a little ring of fire going on?
oh my God, yeah. We are going to a little plant party tonight at Aeroid Greenhouses / Perfect Choice Nursery.
Wait, can we back up?
Wait.
Can we need to tell everyone what we did today?
Yeah, we get there eventually.
Oh, eventually. Okay.
Oh
We're
yeah,
just
Nicole makes sure.
previewing.
Nicole's very good at making sure we do not miss a point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We
perfect.
I'm
may
good.
we may have to go back 20 miles, but we will get there.
Sometimes even Brandon will be like, "Wait, we never finished this topic."
And you're just like, yeah, I know, I'm biding my time. we
I'm
were
sorry.
talking.
So I have my own podcast and I'm used to being the host. So it's like trading spaces to where now I'm the guest and I can't control what
Yeah, I'm
we're
like,
talking
you're
about.
good.
So forgive me. Forgive me.
I was like, we've already talked about what we do know about David. Like what we don't know. Do you want to tell people just real quick what you do for a day job? Because some people might be like, oh my God, you're full-time plant parent, full-time like plant money, but you have like a real job.
I do. Yeah, I work in healthcare administration.
Hell yeah.
So population health. So basically, in a giant nutshell, the government is trying to reduce the amount of taxes that we spend on healthcare. So there are a lot of incentive programs that the government and other healthcare insurance companies are putting out there. So my department makes sure that we align our clinical operations in our hospital with the value-based contracts that we sign into.
Damn. Sounds like a lot. I feel like you had like a lot of like COVID like meetings and stuff.
Yeah. Because we coordinate. So like my department like coordinates all the COVID care guidelines for the entire health system. We have 5 hospitals. We're opening up a 6th one. We have over 50 primary care offices in the Jacksonville area. So yeah, a lot of coordination. A lot of we pride ourselves on high quality care and access and basically all that good stuff. So. Enough about my boring day job, which I love very much, and I love my fam there. But today, this is plants. We do actually in our downtown campus, we do have this like really big. I don't know if you would call it like. It's basically like an atrium that's covered with glass and sun comes through. So there's like a waterfall and like a bunch of like palm trees and like pothos, and I'm like, I kind of want to like plant a few more like tropical plants. Like I want to like throw a monstera in there, a few phyllos, and just kind of like let them take off because they'll do really well.
Why not?
Every time I walk by, I'm like, I need to contact the person who's behind this.
Ask for forgiveness, not for permission. That's my motto. Especially when it's not harming. You're not taking, you're giving.
Yeah, you were giving.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in there and plant a plant.
Bestowing upon them.
Just start with a really small one and work your way
for
up.
the patients.
For the patient's well-being. Plants heal.
They do. Very calming.
It's my goal to have like one of my plants in either like Como Park to donate one of them or Mall of America. Be cool because you can donate plants to them too.
Really?
Yeah, all the plants in there.
Spider-Man's.
How did I not know that? Oh no, they have. Don't worry, theirs are full of pests anyway.
Oh, it's Mealy Central.
It's
oh my
horrifying.
God! But they do have like in like the actual like little.
The Nintendo world, or not Nintendo,
Nickelodeon. My goodness, that used to be Camp Snoopy. R.I.P. We love the peanuts.
Have you ridden the rides there? Like, don't they have roller coasters and stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's like Nickelodeon.
I mean,
so there's
it's
bikini
mostly
bottom
geared towards
children.
kids.
But there are some like when you fit in them, and there are some like my mom.
There are
used
some
to,
like full adult roller coasters.
Yeah, and there's some that are like terrifying. And
That one in the back
I love
corner.
the water ride though. I really like the water ride. No, but they have this really scary Ninja Turtles one that like flies around. That's the one.
And you're
that,
you're like 5 stories up in the air.
Yeah, and I think actually someone has like fallen out of that, and I'm like, okay, no thanks. I do kind of trust that because I just don't really like rides that they like take down and put up, at like fairs and stuff.
I'm too
That's
old for that.
terrifying.
Nope.
But if it's like there all the time, I feel like it's a little safer. But
We brought up Cardi B earlier. Cardi B rented out the entire place for Culture's birthday last October, I believe.
Mall of America?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Interesting.
They closed the entire mall early. I have no idea how much money they paid.
Dang.
I do it. So when you asked earlier, like something that you don't know about me. So I talked about my job, but I'm a big like thrill junkie, and I
believe it. You're probably down to do whatever.
Yeah, like I've been skydiving and stuff.
Fills me with dread.
What? Yeah, that's terrifying. No, thank you. No, I don't even like watching videos of people do it.
Okay, so that's what I was getting at. I recently discovered like the roller coaster side of Instagram Reels. It started on Facebook where like one like theme park ride came up and I just like kept scrolling, and then now it's on my Reel algorithm and I could just sit for hours and watch roller coasters. Like,
is it like a POV? It's POV around the roller coaster?
And just like people, like there's a bunch of roller coaster accounts and I could just sit there, look at them. I would love to go to Cedar Point. I've never been.
I had a really bad intrusive thought. Do you want to hear it?
Sure. Yes. Nicole stares into my soul while asking that.
I was like,
we need a video set up. These
really
need to be
bad.
like video recorded.
This is really bad. But I was like, what if they have like POV, you jump off a building?
Or like a cliff and you cliff dive and you have a parachute attached to your back.
Sure.
And you have a GoPro.
No, POV, you splat on the
I
ground.
mean, it looks like this opens up. We could do one right now.
It's only 4 stories. Would you survive?
I think I would just break my fucking ankles.
I'd just be down there. Help.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the mural would just like look at you and shake her head.
Oh my God.
The tiger would come eat you.
Oh my God. I can't. Yeah, so my intrusive thoughts are not so good. I was like, oh my God. Because, no, it made me think of like on Minecraft, because I would like in survival mode, you know what I mean? You just make the stairs to go all the way up. You know what I'm talking about. And then you just jump off.
Wait, did both of you guys play Minecraft?
I have it. I've played it. I don't thoroughly enjoy it that much, but I
loved my little creative mode though. I actually have like, I've been working on it for years on and off. My extensive little
Why did I not know about this?
I actually because I don't want to talk about it because I'm pretty sure that on my new phone it didn't transfer over, and if I look and it's not there, I'll cry.
Why don't you check right now?
No. What are you, my therapist? This is
I'm
what if
sitting
you did
across
this
from
now?
you. Is this couples therapy?
It really kind of is.
They're on a couch and I'm opposite them on a chair.
On a very therapist-y chair.
Yes. I just need a clipboard.
Yeah, this.
And I'm sitting with my legs crossed.
This quite literally is like the old setup. My therapist was in an actual chair, and I'd sit on the couch next to the box of tissues.
So tell me about that jumping off the building thought.
It just sounds like you said thrill, and it's just like something I don't have the balls to do, but I want to know what it looks like.
Well, I guess you could watch parkour POV because they do some pretty wild jumps.
I'll find a reel and send it to you. That's safe. Or you get the ones that like you have guys jumping off a half pipe onto the trampoline
No, like
and
the
doing
people that like hang off the side of the building just for like a photo.
I can't even watch. I can't even.
Oh
look at
yeah, I
that.
can't do that. They're like walking on the side of it. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall or die.
But then you see videos of like Instagram versus reality, and there's like a rock under them that they like step up and it's not in the picture. Half of the things you see on IG.
It's fake.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
So
because
Nicole's plants,
I'm really gullible.
her plant room is actually not that extensive. It doesn't actually have all those plants.
I will say it is that extensive. It has all those plants. It doesn't always look as clean as it does in the pictures.
But here's the thing: I am very transparent. I do be showing
You
it.
are. You're really good.
I show it looking like shit.
On the feed, it's looking great. On the stories, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon, your plant room is pretty admirable.
He is so
Like, when
good at
you-
cleaning his freaking room, and he said it's only because he has to sleep around the plants.
I
and if
hate
it-
having dirt on my feet. That's,
Yeah. He's like, I will
I have
not.
sensory issues with the bottoms of my feet.
Yeah, he
Clean
will.
floors. And you don't have a Dyson?
I mean, I have cats and stuff, so it's just like what's in a rabbit that sheds like crazy. So it's like, what's the point of vacuuming?
Hair's
I
different
sweep
than
more.
dirt, though. Like
Yeah.
you get the like.
And you get to like go upstairs and you have like a carpeted upstairs. I don't have the luxury of carpet, so everything just sticks to my feet.
You could go downstairs. There's carpet in the basement.
And do what? Just rub all my dirty feet on Brenna's bedroom floor?
You probably just do it on the couch. Just rub your feet off on the couch.
I'll send you a little doormat that you can like put on the side of your bed.
I need the little shoe shine things. Like, why are these all over?
No,
Like,
literally the golf course like shoe thing.
Yes.
Why are they all over the South, like outside of restaurants and shit? What is with that?
I haven't noticed that.
I keep seeing them. Like we went to a Zaxby's.
We've seen about 3 of them.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are there? Like they even had it at like the botanical gardens, which I guess I kind of get. Like if you don't want to like, bring in dirt, but who cares?
Maybe it's an Atlanta thing, Georgia. I don't know. I mean, here there's so many golf communities that people have like grass on their shoes. I don't know.
Very weird. I'm like, it's not like how it is up here, and they also don't have funny, goofy signs to remind you to buckle your seatbelt. It's just very basic. It's like drive safe.
Click
don't
it or
die.
ticket.
Yeah.
No, we have those big electric signs that say like, put the phone down, stay alert, no texting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid. We
We're
have
up
ones
at-
that
up
are
by
like
us.
they do like memes on the
Yeah,
board.
they're like,
It's-
they're like, don't be like Baby Yoda. Like, they're like,
Oh.
they change it like seasonally too, and it's like I don't know, something. If it was like Halloween, they'd probably say something about like
don't get
spooky.
spooked and get into a wreck. Like,
I don't know if our state leadership would approve of that.
And we also said there's probably like a lot more people down here who don't like speak as great of English or like don't read as great of English, and they need just like the simplest words for safety.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
I think it's cool when there's like a few extra exclamation points. I'm like, oh, they really tried.
No, the billboards that we've seen coming down here.
Oh,
though,
the billboards
like,
are gnarly.
like, oh, what was it like? Bob won my case, and it was like this.
Morgan and Morgan. For the people.
Oh my god! And there was this like magnolia plantation that we drove past, and it was like, oh my god, the amount of signs for it, like exit now, exit now.
You guys took the turnpike here. Did you took 75, right?
yeah.
I don't know.
75 is notorious for all those billboards. Like,
Very goofy. Lots of Jesus is coming. He'll be back.
yep.
There was one Jesus does not approve of gay marriage sign. Where was that one? That one was pretty early.
I thought
That
we were
one might
gonna
have been in
see-
Missouri.
I thought we were going to see way more anti-abortion ones, but there's actually so many through Minnesota. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're
Lots
here.
of
They put like
anti-abortion
giant
ones.
pictures of uteruses like on the
There's,
billboard.
there's been a lot of HIV like advertisements.
That southern little tip of Kentucky, there's some sort of HIV outbreak because there are PrEP ads everywhere. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, it's working because isn't like the incidence of HIV like more prevalent in heterosexual people than homosexual people?
Yeah, because they think it's a gay disease when you can really get it from anybody. Like, hello.
Same with monkeypox.
Hello. Yeah, Brandon's
You're not getting it from me. I got the dark mark.
Brandon's got it.
Mark.
Show him.
Actually, I think it's gone. Oh no, you can see it a little. This is a steam burn. And this is a zit.
Oh my gosh.
This heals up nicely.
I have so many bruises, it's insane. And bug bites.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna like show up and people are gonna think we're like a battered couple who abused each other the entire way down.
No, I just think there's like some type of like creature eating us while we drive in the night. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I mean, the bugs are bad here. So if Perfect Choice doesn't have like a screened in location,
They do, yeah.
But if it's open, the bugs will get you. You will leave with like hundreds of mosquito bites on your legs.
Oh,
Why didn't we bring any bug
ankles.
spray?
Literally, your like little fire thing doesn't even work on me. I like have the little like flame thing
You have the
that's
blood.
supposed to like I have some type of blood. I think they like blonde people. I don't know how it works. I think they also like pregnant people, but that ain't me. They can tell. They can smell it.
You can rub ferns on yourself and they won't go on you.
Like fern spores.
You can try rubbing this fiddly fig.
Like
Oh
fern
my
leaves.
God. Well, let's finally talk about what we did today and like what we drove. Like, David drove like 5 hours down for
6
6
hours and 15
down.
minutes.
6 hours. It's like kind of how far like Chicago is away from us.
But I will say, like the distance it looked for you looked twice as far as us, and it was only an hour and 20 minutes more. I was like, what?
yeah.
Yeah, you guys were in a Popka. And so
A
I drove
Popka.
down and we were like, they took the turnpike and I took 95. And so we were like driving south at the same time, but like 10 miles apart.
Yeah, and we shared our location so that we could see each other, and we were closing in.
She's like, what kind of car do you drive?
And you were like,
I
"Oh,
was just
you
about to text you because
fuckers."
we looked at the location. We were like right by each other.
Yeah, I was like, he just went under that bridge.
She goes, we're in the express lane because our whatever pass works here in
Yeah.
Florida. And I look over, she goes, we're in a white Camry, very dark windows. And I look to my left and I see him dart by me.
He said, "You bitches just passed
Mother
me."
effers. I'm like,
Yeah, we're like trying to look
weaving
for
in and out of
yours. I'm like,
traffic.
I'm like, there's so many gray and white cars, I can't tell.
Yeah, but then when I saw you like almost pass, like, or when you were about to pass us, I was like, "Is that him?" And you're like, "Oh fuck!" That's him.
You were stuck. You made the mistake of getting in the right lane too early.
Well, there was a cop that
There was a cop
right
that was
by
right
us.
in front of us.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, now he's about to catch up to us. But anyways, we went all the way down to Homestead-ish, the Redlands area, Redlands to see Plant Proper.
Plant Proper.
Yay.
Matt and Raj.
I love Plant Proper. It's one of my favorite websites.
Matt in the
They
yellow
just
hat.
have really good plants, and I found out about them through David.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you kind of like find out about them? How did you meet them and connect with them?
We just started chatting on Instagram. And that was kind of it. And Roger's so cool. Matt is amazing. Raj and I talk like almost weekly.
That's funny.
Their plant game is so strong. Like as we saw today, so, everything's so healthy. But
My mind was blown.
And this is what I usually like about people is I can just tell that they love plants. I can tell that Matt cares about them a lot and he wants people to get good plants.
yeah,
And that's what I like.
and they have like their shipping quality is amazing. Every plant that I've gotten has like been perfect.
I'm shocked that it was actually just those two little offices. I actually thought
Yeah.
that their like back like office thing was going to be a little bit bigger, and I was very impressed.
It's like a Mac in a trailer.
Yeah, I thought the office space was going to be a lot bigger, and I thought the actual growing space was going to be a lot smaller. And boy, was I surprised!
Yeah, I didn't really tell Brandon much about this at all
Because like I've
so-
seen like on the things where I'm like, oh yeah, there's like a greenhouse, and the office,
shade cloth.
like you said, their office pictures look
Yeah,
much
they
larger
look-
than it is.
Well, they can't. We just found out they just bring all these plants in for like videos that they film in there
The bi-weekly lives on Thursdays at 4 p.m.
bi-weekly. They really do them bi-weekly.
Yeah.
I
Every
love
other
that.
Thursday.
I'm gonna have to pop in now.
That's
and
when their
annoy
new
him.
plants drop. Or
Yeah.
every Thursday at 4 is when the new plants drop, but every other Thursday Matt does a live show. And Roger is such a kind soul that he builds this like majestic jungle behind Matt.
So we can sit there. It's so
You can
cute.
tell Roger loves the details.
Roger loves it, and Roger was so much fun.
He was hilarious in the content that we made today.
Yeah, we did some. It's so funny. We filmed some content. We filmed some stupid little videos, and you guys are gonna see them, and they're so cute, and I love them. Yeah, and I watched them film something, and I was like mean girl momming it, like, okay, dance like this. Here we go. I was like, scooch together.
I guess this is a little hint. You know, we're gonna have a little surprise. I think next week,
Yeah,
little announcement.
Well, this will go out way after that, but they had if it's still up, go check out the giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Fair.
is
Okay, so we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah, they're doing a giveaway, and it'll literally be up before
Yeah.
this episode goes up. David's like, you guys are gonna like post it now, right?
Tonight,
Before we leave, right?
We're on break. We're on summer break for season 3 to come up.
season 3, baby.
That's insane.
Crazy.
I can't believe we were just saying like I can't believe we've been doing it this long, but it's only because there's 2 of us that
Literally.
keep each other.
How many
accountable.
episodes do you guys have total? Do you know?
We're almost at 50. It's not that much.
Oh yeah, we're at like 48.
This might be 48, 49 or something.
Yeah.
It would be cool if it's 50.
We are doing a 50 episode, big episode 50 question Q&A thing. So
Oh, heck yeah.
that may be
That's way
before
more
or after
impressive
this.
than
I don't really know. Because we haven't done like a whole like, okay, send in your questions. We will answer every single one of them no matter what it is. Because like we'll get, once in a while we'll get an email question or something, or we'll talk about something that people just been wanting to talk about lately, like a bigger, greater topic, but just more specific questions, I guess. It'll be
Pointy
fun to
questions.
do that. Yeah. And
About
people-
anything, not even
literally
just
anything.
plants,
And people love hearing about our stupid little personal lives, I guess.
which are really not that interesting, but apparently make it seem like it is.
I know. Well, people are really jealous on this trip we're going on, and I'm like, it's probably the coolest thing I've ever done. So I'm jealous of me too. 'Cause I'm
So
gonna be like,
wait, can we recap your trip? I don't even know where you've been because I know that you guys left. Like, when did you
we
leave?
left Minneapolis on Monday. We went through St. Louis, which
Okay.
is like that's
So
like
we
8
drove
hours away
9
from us.
hours total.
9 hours there.
Well, no, it was 10 hours total because we had to pee like every hour.
And then down to Nashville. Then we went through like Chattanooga, which is actually really pretty, and then down to Atlanta. Those were another like 4 to 6 hour drives. And then we just stayed in Apopka right outside of Orlando last night. For those who don't know, there's a lot of housewife people in Apopka, I know. And apparently a lot of meth heads. That's what Matt told us.
Well, I mean, we are in Florida.
He's like,
Meth
"They're
capital of the
everywhere."
world.
I think I saw like
Actually, I think Arizona is.
on
but-
one like the high school that we drove by that was getting out after we left Plant Proper. There was like a hazard thing spray painted on one of the houses, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's a little lab.
Oh my gosh.
You never know. I mean, right across from the school, that could be some of their prime like market. Sadly, they start
Don't
them
be
young.
mean.
No, they probably
Don't
start them
be
young.
mean.
The epidemic is really bad right now.
When it first started in Wisconsin, it was my high school was one of the first high schools to have
Yeah,
it.
he
So
had high school
sad.
people doing that.
And we had a
They
nice
were just
high
smoking
school.
weed in my high school. They were doing bad
Oh my
things over there in
gosh.
Wisconsin.
They were
I was in Minnesota.
Overdosing.
Meanwhile, I was like in
Pills and
Naples, just like
potions.
being a good little boy.
You're in Naples with your parents, and you're like, I'm gonna go up to Jacksonville. Bye.
Bye. See you guys.
So we went to Plant Proper today. They are a website, just so you guys know. So they're not open to the public. So we had a fun little special tour.
Exclusive.
And I didn't know until we got there that David, you hadn't even been there before.
I was supposed to go in June, but that didn't work out.
He told me that they were literally underwater, like the table, like up to the tables. They were
Jesus.
underwater.
Yeah, and they grow
So that's
all-
why every time that it rains really bad, they said they have to get them all up off the ground so that they're not like soggy. Can you imagine? Ugh.
No.
All that rain, it comes in so fast.
Yeah, so there's a good amount of plants that are on the ground, but there are also a good amount of plants that are like 18 inches above the ground in these like nice little container like
Florida,
metal things.
not Florida, like California safe. Yeah, they have to come do the inspections because they're picky.
Yeah, California requires plants to be grown 18 inches off the ground.
Very weird.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're very, very specific.
Do you even do that? You're like,
I mean, technically, yeah, none of my plants are on the floor because Clifford.
oh yeah, I have to keep them away from the cat.
Yeah.
But what about outside when they're in the greenhouse? Some of them on the floor and not off the ground.
I only put other plants on the floor because they are so large.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And in charge.
Yeah, all the other ones are like up on the shelves.
Yeah, no, I don't put
I do
I don't
know
put
that.
plants on the ground because
Plants in the
again,
ground.
I don't like
Plants
dirty
in the
ground.
You don't-
And the worms would come up through the cracks and like come up into the plants on the ground. So I'm
don't
like,
say that. Ew, I don't like finding little critters in plants, so that's probably why I didn't take any of mine inside. I'm just like, sorry, y'all.
What if we get back to
Good
the
luck out
hotel
there.
room and there's just lizards everywhere?
You can treat them before you take them inside, like a week or two before.
No, like my houseplants are outside, like right now, freezing to death because I was supposed to take them in.
It's
before
like
we
below
left.
50.
Yeah, it's below 50
Oh,
now. So
no.
they're some. Oh,
It's
no.
going to be snowing by the time we get back.
It's probably honestly we had so many brown Christmases. It's probably not going to snow till like January at this point.
And then it's going to keep
We
snowing
used to-
until July.
Well, when we used to have, like when I was a kid, we would have like several feet of snow for Halloween, which is insane because we don't anymore. That's not a thing. Winter keeps getting pushed out. It's weird.
Wow.
And they're getting worse and worse and
Climate
worse.
change, yeah, it just keeps getting
Global
colder and colder.
warming.
We don't always get more snow. Like snow's been kind of few and far between, but it's been getting colder.
We've been actually getting a lot of freezes
Yeah.
in North Florida.
Oh my god, I saw people like Salad Beard Farms. I think I've even talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
That giant Thai constellation. I never shut up about it. That giant Thai constellation that she had growing up her tree that just got too cold and completely like died back. I mean,
Just
it's
gotta
growing
cover
back
it.
now, but yeah, it was crushing to see it because this thing was so tall growing up the tree and
So
all
sad.
the leaves done.
I
Did
mean,
you lose some things? I mean, some of your stuff grows back so fast. I mean,
It
I guess that's
does.
just Florida.
yeah, it's Florida. The humidity just like makes everything thrive. But like a lot of my houseplants, like my orchids, my monsteras, my established houseplants, really can tolerate down to 40 degrees. And I usually only bring them in when it's below 40. Like if it's 38, I'll bring them in.
Because when it gets cold overnight, it's not cold all night, I'm assuming.
No, it drops to like 40 degrees at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then as soon as the sun comes up, it warms up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's only like an hour.
Not with
or
us.
two.
I'm not looking forward to it being like, oh, when it's a high of 0.
That's a thing.
Yes, it is. It is
A low
most
of
definitely
negative
a thing.
100?
A low of no. That's exaggeration, but literally it'll be like.
Well, I think it's the low is like a negative 50. Real feels negative 100
Yeah.
with the wind chill.
It gets pretty damn cold, and it's getting colder and colder, like we said. But anyways,
Like in this room right now.
Yeah.
The AC just kicked on.
It is getting chilly, but we're absorbing it because we're gonna be hot later again. We had
We're
literally
storing
had
it
to
for later.
shower. We had to
Yeah.
shower in the middle of the day
Yeah. Yeah.
to do this. I was like, we can't go meet plant people all stinky.
Well, to be fair, we were outside in the 93-degree heat in the Redlands, walking around for 2 hours.
I was a dumbass when he was like, "You guys want to take the cart?" And I was like, "No, we can walk."
We got our neat in. It's fine.
Yeah, but we walked around. They have, how many acres did he say it was?
They
10
have
total.
10
A
total,
10.
and they're on like a half of it right
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, 5 developed. That's what he said.
That is insane. They have so many like 10s. They just kept going and going and going. He's like, this is the 4-inch one. This is the 6-inch one. Like,
And then
just
different
seeing-
levels of
yeah.
shade, different percentage shade coverings for
Yeah.
the sun for the different plant
Yeah, you can
requirements.
literally like see it change like in one area. It was very cool. There's a lot of spider webs everywhere.
Little
You guys
lizards
saw
running
your
around.
crab
Almost-
spider or whatever.
Yeah, almost slipped and died. Yeah, you took a picture of that thing. I was like, I'm not getting that close to that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a good picture. It was really, it would not focus. So we'll see. We'll see how it turned out.
But very cool. I mean, just hearing Matt talk about all of them and just learning about how it goes. And I didn't even know that they sell to Home Depot. They go to, like a lot of those plants go to those stores there. That's just crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, there were probably a couple 100,000 plants.
So many.
Easy.
It was
Easy.
wild.
Well, I mean, you look at the smaller ones. You look at a tray. There's like a tray of 100,
Yeah.
Insane.
and all they do is propagate, prop
prop and
Prop
prop
and
and
chop,
prop.
chop and
Yeah.
prop,
And he's
and-
like, oh, it got too big. We had to cut it back. And he'll grow it so that it's good again. I love that. And he like waits till things are like actually rooted and it's like ready to go before they get
sell
sent
them.
out. Yep. They're not just like little rooted cuttings that you get in the mail.
They won't ever sell you a crappy plant. Ever.
Yeah, I love that. They will literally say like, hey, the plant looks like shit. We're refunding you before sending out something bad.
And their packing peanuts are biodegradable. You can actually eat them.
Yeah, we got to watch David eat one. It was
Yeah, David just shoved them right in his mouth. People are just eating things left and right in front of us. Y'all are weird.
Well, we're supposed to get a hurricane next week, so I was just testing to see if it would, serve as a dried good.
Oh my God, a little pantry item, a little snack. I'm sure the dogs love them.
Yeah. And well, they kind of like, if you have a dry mouth, it's kind of like peanut butter, and it's kind of like, it's cornstarch, so it just sticks. So it definitely got like stuck to the roof of my mouth a little bit.
See, I can't let Cece eat them because they get all of her long fur and it's just
Yeah.
like disgusting. And
She just gets a little beard.
Ew.
Nasty. Yeah, my cats will eat them real quick. But they'll like start chomping on them so that it's just this wet claw
Yeah.
thing.
It's like
Ugh.
half degraded.
Disgusting. And then I have to pick it up wet. Not good. Sorry for the little trigger warning sensory
That's okay.
problem, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of bugs. a lot of packing peanuts, a lot of lizards.
But a lot of plants and a lot of like the same plant all together. And I'm just like, oh my God, look at all these gloriosums. There's more. There's McDowell's. There's silver swords. There's syngoniums everywhere.
it was insane.
The Calkins Gold,
Amazing.
those were gorgeous.
beautiful.
Matt was like, these are overgrown. We can't sell them. They're overgrown. They're not pretty. And I was like,
what are you talking about? So he wants everything to be kind of that perfect little starter plant, huh?
Well, they have bigger ones.
Yeah.
But they were like too overgrown. They were too big.
Maybe
and they were
like
like
too big for
flopping
some
over
of the
because they weren't
boxes.
propped up.
I see.
When you don't prop a phillow, it just kind of eventually like falls over and the leaves don't get big
Yeah,
like
leaves
they're
are
supposed
tiny
to.
and weird.
And shipping that size of plant is a nightmare.
Yeah, he's like, please take these big things. He literally gave Brandon like a massive McDowell cutting.
Just it was in my hand. It's like
David got a big
4
one
foot
for
long
his,
leaves.
His,
The new
his
yard.
yard. That is so fun.
I'm so excited about
I'm
that.
excited to see updates on that. It's gonna get
Oh my
so
gosh.
big.
It's in my car right now. I'm gonna bring it in after this.
we freaked you out.
I thought about that like 5 minutes ago while I was sitting here. I was like, definitely need to bring that upstairs. It's in a parking garage, but it's really humid, so I don't want it to suffocate.
Suffocation.
But then if it can survive in a box for like 3 days,
Sometimes the car can be kind of like a microwave. People will be shocked at like just even like a couple of hours of like too much sunlight in there
Oh, yeah.
too.
Even if
like-
it's a 50-degree day and the sun's like beaming
yeah, the
in.
sun gets crazy.
good thing your windows are tinted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we walked around and I don't know. We just kind of like got to see all the fun stuff.
It was a very behind the scenes inside scoop. I just was
We
blown
saw the
away.
massive pile of dirt. He's like, "Here's my dirt. This is my dirt mound."
I was like, do you want to take some home?
He literally was like, "Do you need any dirt?" I'm like, "No, Matt."
I wanted to ask for some, but I got distracted when we walked by it, and then I forgot to ask.
Oh yeah, you were kind of far behind.
Yeah, that was. I like went into today. I was like, I wonder if they'll like lend some soil.
Yeah, I
And
had a big massive pile. He was like, "Look at this.
it's
so
actually the
good."
best soil ever because you can. I have a king anthurium still in the
Tiny little pot.
the 2-inch pot,
That
and it's
thing's getting
thriving.
big. Yeah, that
I
thing's
need to
getting
up-pot it,
big.
but I'm like,
They also have really good prices on their stuff.
They
like,
do.
I don't know if you've scrolled through their
They're very
website.
competitive.
it's kind of crazy. And you know me, like I can get a lot of stuff local now. So if I'm buying and like paying for shipping, like it's a good deal for me and it's worth it.
100%. Totally worth it.
And that's the nice thing too, is when you grow that many and you grow them all yourself, you're creating free product essentially. And then you're doing your big bulk wholesale orders. So
he's like, oh, I got that from my neighbor. And I'm like, all of these plants. And he's like, yeah, she just let me go at her bush. What? That's what she said, I guess.
it's like us when we dig up people's hostas and they're like, I have too many hostas. Come take some.
Oh my God.
Like down in Florida, I think like tropical plants that you guys have in Minnesota and anywhere in the northern United States, like they grow like weeds down here.
Yeah. When people are like, is that too much light? I'm like, people have these in their front yards in Florida. It's not too much light.
Yeah. In Miami, like if you walk around, and I'm sure like when we drive over to Perfect Choice, like you'll see monsteras like everywhere.
I see a lot of like the big thaumatophyllums too, just huge bushes of them. Those are everywhere.
Yeah. You know what's funny is the monstera is more common here, but then you go to the West Coast and the thaumatophyllums or tree philodendrons or philodendron psalloum, whatever you want to call it, they're everywhere. They're like the monstera of the West Coast.
Yeah. It's a little nuts, but they get so big too. It's like, and they're also like, a lot of these are really invasive, so they take over the big like pothos. I guess eventually like you'll see like the big golden pothos climbing up the trees, suffocating them.
Yeah, they're actually invasive in Florida.
Yeah, so when people, it's kind of like people kind of get really salty about it on Facebook, and I'm like, y'all, if it's like public property or someone gave them permission, those shits are weeds. Don't get mad at people for cutting them down. You can get mad at them for like, get mad at people for selling them and being like, yes, this is totally going to grow just like this in your little like South Dakota apartment. Like, no. And they're selling like giant nodes of them for like $60 when it's a fucking pothos. Like, come on. But I think like whatever, if you want to take it home and you have permission, like do it. Do whatever your heart desires.
I mean, technically it's invasive. So.
Yeah. You're probably doing them a favor.
Right.
Just do it. I'm literally just pulling up Plant Proper right now. This melanochrysum is $45. Those melanochrysums are $45.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
The
they're
little
pretty
Florida
nice
greens are $20.
Oh.
I love that.
They have the squamophyllums too. Also like $20.
Cutie. That's the first time I found out about a. God, why do I forget it now? The Sagittarius.
Schismatiglotis.
Yeah, schismatiglotis. I'm like, I literally had to like
cool.
look it up the other day because I'm like, why did it not pop in my head? But I can say schismatiglotis.
Yeah, you say it all the time.
Shishies.
Yeah, but and then it just slips my brain. There's too many plant names. I've been learning a lot of ping names, and I've been keeping those. They've been kind of in the front of my brain.
What names?
Pings, my pinguiculas.
I'm
You
drawing
don't
a
know what my
blank.
pings are?
Oh, your little
My
fly.
butterworts?
Yeah, your butterworts. Yeah.
Little pingdom. It's
I
like my
love them.
personality right now. It's
Yeah.
the only thing I care about.
They're fire. I mean, how's your fungus gnat collection?
Fungus gnat collection. They're actually like, I don't know.
They
I
are
don't
fungus gnat magnets. I'm not going to lie. I don't have many fungus gnats, but the ones I have are on a ping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
all my
'cause they
pings
get-
are just filled.
Which is the point?
Yeah. I don't really have a lot on mine. I don't know why.
Because you don't have any fungus gnats.
Yeah, you are a neglectful waterer a lot of times. So yeah, you probably
If something has fungus gnat, it probably came with it.
where my cabinets are just like drenched at all
it's
times.
drenched. Yep. And
I don't even have a humidifier in most of them.
Yeah, and it's this very distinct smell when I open up Brandon's cabinet too. And you know what I'm talking about.
Like moist, like
They're like
soil.
it's like that
It's
like
like-
stuffy
It's like a stuffy
planty
greenhouse smell.
Yeah, stuffy greenhouse smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a conservatory smell.
Well, and because you also like water all your plants with fish poop, so
True.
Yeah.
not
That'll do
super
it.
yummy.
Thanks, fishies.
Yeah,
Hope
and
Sam
I will
did a good
say,
job of cleaning you.
I will say that like Brandon's plants explode with growth with that fish shit, like
Literally.
because it is.
Well, now
every,
it's just shrimp shit.
yeah, his shrimps are kind of going crazy. He has shrimp problem now, Shrimpopolis.
Shrimps are an invasive
How big
species.
is your tank?
Wait,
15 gallons, and there's
did-
like 25 shrimp in there. I started with 5.
Did they show up alive? You sent them in the
I have to
mail?
open the Snapchat and see.
Oh my
from
god,
there.
he like waits. He has like so many Snapchats.
I just like need to like sit and focus on a Snapchat. I'm very bad. I can't multitask like you and like listen to 2 things.
I know. I'll be like walking around. I'll be getting ready with makeup, and I'll like have like the.
You'll be having a conversation with me, actively listening to a Snapchat. Like, I can't do that.
Oh, I can do that, but I only pay attention to one thing.
yeah, like
It's a
sometimes.
guy thing. Guys can't multitask. Like I haven't opened up my phone this entire time because I probably will lose track of conversation and be like,
yeah,
what?
you'd be like, oh yeah, we're on a
What?
podcast. So cute. Oh my God, they're little Marantas, they're little Billies. Yeah, so y'all go by from Plain Proper and tell Roger and Matt that we sent you. Hi.
You can leave a note.
Yeah, leave a little note.
Say Nicole and Brandon sent you.
Nicole and Brandon said hi and sent us over here. Hi. David doesn't have a code anymore because too many people are using it.
Well, apparently it got leaked on the internet and like was on one of those like code websites because it was up for too long. So the key is like you use codes for a specific event or a specific plan for a certain amount of time.
I see what you mean. Interesting.
Yeah. PV Plank I-20 just blew up.
I was using it. I was like, I wonder if I should use someone's discount code. I think I used it once. What else is on my little thing? I think that's kind of what, I mean, we filmed some stuff at Plain Proper, and then also Matt was like,
wait, can we talk about what we filmed today? Because this is gonna be, I'm probably going to post this like tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it'll be posted.
Okay, so we did the Ring of Fire themed like running reel. So we were basically like pretending to steal plants, and then
like absurdly large plants.
Really large plants.
Yeah, he had us working out. I can't believe you got us to run in there.
We were literally running.
Yeah, we were sprinting.
When you brought it up and you agreed wholeheartedly without any hesitation, I was like, Nicole. Very surprised.
It was the perfect reel. Like it was.
Well, and I was like,
hilarious.
this is the shot we have to do. We have to go here, and I'm like, then you guys have to go here.
You were really key with the production.
I because I can visualize a hole in my head pretty well, and it looked exactly how I thought I was going to.
Yeah,
it was
it's
edited
fire.
really well, and I love it. I'm excited.
And Roger and Matt are like chasing us.
They're so funny. They're like, Roger's very excited.
They were giving it their all.
Yeah.
Roger gets too excited, and Matt's like, "Can you calm down a little bit?"
That's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh my gosh! But
We
yeah,
made
he
them work
said,
today a little bit.
just walk around and grab whatever you want. And we were like, that's dangerous. Every time we would even mention a plant, he's like, take it. I'm like, we don't
Take 3.
need that. Yeah.
You
and
need
he's
all
like,
of them?
he's like, David got a bunch of syngoniums. I'm really excited about your syngonium.
Oh yeah, I only have
haul.
2. Now I have 5. Which ones did I get? I don't even know.
You got the Mojito. You got the Lano Cardi Road, which is like the red arrow one, the
Yes.
little dark bushy guy. I think you got like the neon pink one. And did he give you like the
very good
elbow?
one.
Yeah, you got the Syngonium elbow. It's got a little collection going now.
Yeah, really nice.
They're great. Maybe you'll have to let me know like how those go for you compared to the others, because like they're all pretty similar. But me and Matt were talking about how like the Winlandia is like pretty hardy, and mine
Super hard. I let it dry out.
Yeah, and Syngoniums usually I have to kind of catch them. You know me, I'm a neglectful water, and I usually have to catch them before they dry out completely.
Okay, good. So it's kind of like treated like an alocasia.
A little bit. Some of them can like be more.
And their
wet than
roots grow
others.
so fast, and then the pot is
Yeah.
just root, and they just dry in a day.
Yeah, if it's like too much roots and not enough soil, then they're like, okay, I'm busting out of this pot. They grow pretty fast too, so the roots are just like working overtime.
I need to like up my moss pole game because I have like the chintziest moss poles, and like all of my plants like get to a point and then they just like.
Just let them like climb up the wall and like grab onto your drywall. Why not?
I did that with my Epiprenum pinnatum, the one that's not a pothos.
Oh, when you were like, I want to pull, you're like, I have to pull this off the wall, and I'm
I
avoiding
ripped the
it.
paint off the wall. I actually have a reel of it that I've been because we were selling the house, and I didn't want to post it before I sold the house because it's literally like a 4-foot long, like just like aerial root that just came off with the paint. Ugh. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, they're like, I'm just going to adhere myself to this completely and grab on, and I don't need anything else.
Yeah, I've got that burl marks going up the wall.
Oh, yeah, the Burl Marks Fantasy. And now it's just like stuck behind it. You're going to have to cut that thing down.
Yeah, that's until you take those shelves down. That's just where it lives. I have a couple of plants on that shelf where they're so intertangled.
The decursiva and
the decursiva, the micans, the Rhaphidophora, they're all just
like wrapping all around this like wire shelf. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
My decursiva is probably 20 feet long now.
Oh my God, yeah, because it's actually going like all over your room.
It's like on the TV,
and
it's
I'm
on
like,
the
Brandon,
lights.
why is it over here? And you're like, when did that get there? I can't. Well, eventually you just took out like one of your big hanging plants, your big like heart leaf. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I think you took that outside. Anywho, what else did you grab? You got like a big McDowell. We got the new Summer Glory. It's like a Gloriosa mix, something else.
Yeah, I got a
Very
Hoya
cute. Got a Hoya.
with the living wall situation. The one that turned red.
The sunset.
Yeah, the
Sunset.
sunrise.
Sunrise.
Why sunrise?
Yeah.
I
Sunset,
got,
sunrise, same thing.
Two very different things.
Different times a day, same
Oh, and
action.
we got little
sun moving.
little gloriosums.
Oh my god, those are so freaking cute. Yep.
They're so little.
I'm like, yep, we have to have one of these. I got like another syngonium. I got another. Oh my god, why
You got
did I
that big
just forget-
anthurium.
I got the big anthurium. I just forgot the name of that plant again.
What the jungle therm?
Well, I got the no, not that big one. I forget.
Well, not the big one, but it's the biggest plant.
The jungle? Oh no,
Yeah, the jungle.
it's the jungle firm, but they have different sizes of them.
Yeah,
they're awesome.
Yes.
They had a bunch of huge ones that were flowering with like pollen. I wanted to take one.
So many big alocasias. Obsessed.
massive alocasias.
Yeah.
Variegated alocasia odoras.
Mhm. Huge, like literally like taller than us.
We got-
Huge.
Yeah.
I can't believe you ran around with that thing. I think I had a Ruizii. I know they weren't labeled, but I'm pretty sure that's what that Philodendron Ruizii.
You had a gorgeous fuzzy petiole, right?
No, that was the McDowell.
I think you were. holding it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah,
I think it was.
it wasn't the
like
big
McDowell.
ones. It was like the medium big
Yeah.
ones.
Big old
me
McDowell
see.
back there.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
That is such a cute little picture. I just love that. We had like they were taking pictures as we were walking around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually love that.
I didn't realize it was a McDowell. Yeah, that's a really good picture of you guys.
You're so funny. Oh my gosh, and us just standing around looking like dummies.
Oh, I almost posted one of my story today. There's one of us just standing there. Did I send it to you? I think you're looking at the one.
I'm looking at this one where we're standing at the
Yes.
camera and
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
looking
yeah.
like.
Yep. Always a picture of me making a dumb face.
Oh,
I
wait,
almost
literally.
posted this on my story like after we left, and I was like,
no.
I don't know how they'll feel about that.
Oh
one.
yeah, you
Post
can.
it.
Yeah,
We
we don't
fo-
give a fuck.
Probably gonna make a slide. I'm gonna put the Rosalia song, just
No.
like a slideshow of all the pictures of my faces I've been making in all of these pictures.
Be like, we promise we're having fun. Like literally the first botanical garden, I'm like, can we go? As Brandon's like setting up his little like tripod thing, and he's trying to get a picture of the front. I'm just standing in front of him like with the biggest scowl on my face, like.
I'm over here like, okay, can you do this, and this, and this, and they're like, okay.
It
Dude,
was
what
so
do you want
good.
me
I
to
was
do?
like, I'm done with whatever amazingness.
That was so fun. Oh my god, these videos are hilarious.
These are just like screenshots of the videos. I can't.
John makes fun of me another thing because I will just like sit and like look at all my videos and just
And
like
giggle at yourself. I was giggling at you when you were doing your like giveaway video and you're like doing different like faces, like
yeah, you gotta have
a couple
options.
different. Yeah, he's like, I gotta pick the best one.
Yeah, you can't just do one take unless it's like
Yeah.
really good.
David
And
showed
then
up
I
with the
couldn't
big
see.
tripod. He's ready.
I did. I'm gonna bring it tonight too. Did I tell you what I'm gonna do tonight?
Oh yeah, you're doing a type of like plant influencer people video, right?
So my goal, the choose your character one. And so before it was like me dressing up as different types of plant parents, but like expressing the plant in human form. This is gonna be like the actual plant parent.
You got to have each of them grab their favorite plant
Yes,
too,
that's
so
exactly
it's like really them.
We're on the same wavelength.
Dun, 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 dun. And you have to have them jump each time. Remember, each time
Yeah.
everyone's jumping up and down. Yeah, each jumping up and down twice, right? Because you have to kind of like get into it, and then like the next one.
Well, we only have
Oh.
17 seconds, and if there are 17 people, then each person only gets 1 second.
I feel like you're gonna maybe you have to do a couple parts, just like your other one, part one,
Okay.
part two, part three,
Okay.
so that
Yeah.
you can space it out a little bit more, and people aren't just like flying by. People are like, who is that again?
Yeah.
And you can't go back on Reels. You can only do that on TikTok if it's a
yeah.
long video.
You can just watch it again.
Okay, like just give me the engagement. Come on.
Yeah. The reel's got to be less than 15 seconds. That's the key.
Yeah.
God, I can barely keep a video under 1 minute.
I know.
Brandon
you guys
just
are
be talk and
chatty.
talk. Well, Brandon does, except for me, like I do little clips of things, right? Just
Yeah.
like, but Brandon will just like run around and like take a 60-minute video and then have to chop that up. And I'm like,
Oh, I can't do
You
that.
are out of your mind.
Well, it
You-
depends
much
on the
time
video.
editing.
Yeah, I was like, I think you're gonna get out of that though, because you didn't even ever post that video of you doing your like when I was sitting there and you were like acclimating your plants from Ecuagenera that I unboxed. You never posted that TikTok, and I would really love if you did.
It is. I have it. It's made.
It's in his drafts.
No, it's lost in my phone
It
camera roll.
happened, yeah. And I'm like,
Oh,
you
that's
need to
even
post
worse.
things just like
My
right
phone
away.
likes to freak out all the time and log me out of TikTok and Instagram, so I can't have drafts.
What do you have, a 7?
No, I have a 13.
7? What do you
It's
have?
because I have
7?
AT&T, and in Minneapolis, AT&T does not work. And then it won't upload to the cloud, and then my phone will be full, and then it'll be like, we can't do anything unless you delete everything in your phone. It's just been a nightmare.
I also mine's full to the brim. Every time I just have to delete extra shit. Sometimes I have to like delete stuff before saving in a video I'm editing because they're like Splice will be like, you're getting a little full. I don't think this is gonna save.
And I have like a 500 gigabyte phone.
Yeah, I
Oh
have
my
a
god,
bunch
I just got a 513, so I hope that I don't get. Well, the video quality is now even like higher.
I had to turn my video quality down because that's what was doing.
Did you hear
it.
me
your
say? I was like,
downfall.
"Hey, is it on 4K 60?"
Oh my god, I was like, I don't even know what that means. I save my videos in 4K, like when I'm editing them in Splice, but I don't think the actual video is in 4K. It's just saved like in 4K if it is. And David also made fun of me for taking a picture of a fallen
Oh, that was
leaf.
funny. No,
But,
it was
like,
a
you
palm
have to
frond. It
admit,
was a
it's a
giant like
palm
royal
frond.
palm frond.
But
that
like
was
out of
hanging off the power
nowhere,
line.
like where could that have come from? Because there was not one nearby. Oh, a storm?
yeah,
They just blow everywhere.
we get really severe thunderstorms.
If one of those hit you, that could knock you out.
Oh, and that
Yeah,
thing
I
is
could.
huge. Yeah, because that is quite literally almost touching the ground. Someone's got to pull that thing down.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no one
David
wants
made
it-
fun of me because
yeah.
I was like, no one wants to touch it. Why? Can you get electrocuted?
probably,
I don't know. How does that work?
It's probably full of rats.
yeah.
Ew. Yeah, apparently rats live up in the
Oh
trees
my
and they
god, Brandy,
eat them.
you just okay. I just checked my storage. I'm at 419 out of 512 gigs.
You got to get that good iCloud plan.
Wait, you're almost full, David?
Yeah, and I
You're
just got
almost
this
full.
phone.
That's not good. That's really not good.
Oh my god. My recently deleted is 1 gig, so I'll empty that.
Also, like iMessages take up a lot.
Yeah,
like when people send you things.
my texts are, like, my
Texts take up a
second biggest
lot.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
1
I
year.
always make sure I go in. You know when you post a TikTok and it like saves it to your phone? I always go in and delete that right away. I don't need another copy of it. Thank
Well,
you.
you need to turn these auto-save features
okay,
off.
I don't know about that.
I will go into your phone and turn them
No,
off.
but sometimes I do it because you know how I make a funny video and I save it to like my eyes only or something
yeah.
or my only me so I can send it to you because it's funny like the little crow thing I did, the little like
Wait,
thing
you can
landed on-
save that without posting it?
There's a only me.
Snapchat?
Yeah, no. For,
Oh,
for
I-
TikTok.
okay,
Yeah,
I
you
see.
can do. I was like, I'm about to
Oh
open TikTok.
yeah,
It's
when
gonna-
you post it and it's only me.
Yeah, it's only me. So then it doesn't. No one sees it. It's just under your like private videos, and it saves to your phone.
Oh, I have a lot of those from COVID.
We need to see the vault.
Like housewives, like taglines.
Who's your favorite housewife?
Oh god, that's such a loaded
favorite
question.
franchise?
New
So-
York.
what a gay question. I've never even watched
New
it.
York, 100%. So John
New
and I
York?
actually like have watched. We're
I've
on
never
our
heard you
fourth-
talk about the New York ones.
I don't like New York. Unpopular opinion.
That's a very unpopular opinion. It's the best franchise.
I think I need to start from the beginning because I think they have a lot of lineage.
They've
They
got
do.
a lot of,
And
probably
so
a
like
lot of history.
when
yeah.
when I've tried to get into it, it's like in a season that isn't the beginning, and then it's just hard for me.
You could start with season 3 and you'll be good. Season 1, or if you want to skip ahead.
I'm a Beverly Hills bitch.
Okay, the past few seasons have been a snooze
I agree.
fest.
Is that the one who Kyle is one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Goodbye,
I know her.
Kyle.
I just know Kyle. That's it.
And that's what my front doormat is. It's Erica Jane being like, and then he drove home and he crashed his car. Like,
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't even know what this
I
means.
made a reel about
Brandon.
that once. Yeah, they're not popular. Whenever I incorporate like housewives in plant content, like no one ever gets it, and they just don't.
Yeah,
perform
I
well.
don't. I never watch it. There's so many of them now.
you would
that-
like it, honestly.
Salt Lake City is really good.
Salt Lake City. Is it a bunch of Mormons?
Yeah.
Ex-Mormons.
Oh yeah, I'm watching that one. I love the Exmos. I love the Exmos on TikTok. It is my favorite. Exmo TikTok. Go watch it.
Okay, I'll have to get on that algorithm.
Yes. Get on
You
there.
have a lot of religious algorithms.
Oh, it is insane. Like people talking about their religious trauma. I eat it up. I'm sorry.
It's
It's relatable though. The manipulation. I'm sorry, Mom. She still goes to my church. It's just how it is. They
what
manipulate you into
religion
giving your
did
money.
you previously identify with?
I don't know. What would mine? I guess you don't. You
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
me. I don't know. I
You're
went
like,
to a very
when we
like,
went to church as kids.
well, I went to a type of Christian church where they like have an actual
like a
band, and it's very,
non-denominational.
Like, yeah, it's very like
Not-
bandy.
yeah,
whatever.
non-denominational
and
Christian.
they actually recently had a message. This is so funny. We're getting into it. We're over an hour already, but like this is the extra stuff that people listed for. I guess if you're still listening, you obviously care about this, right?
The body and blood of Christ.
They recently had a message about like gender and stuff, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna go there. And I'm reading the comments on their Facebook and stuff because they did the sermon, whatever the fuck. And essentially their thing was like, talking about transgender people, and they're like, their whole thing is like, you can love somebody without accepting their sins. And it's like, okay, but that's who they are. So what are you talking about? Shut up.
Aren't you supposed to love someone
Very
unconditionally?
weird. Yeah, and they're like, it's okay. It's basically love the sinner, hate the sin.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Is very like, they keep it so because they still want their like queer audience to come in, because I know they do have queer people who work in the church and go to the church, so they want to keep them happy and coming, but they want to keep like the conservatives happy and going there too, so they stay
doesn't the Pope, didn't he just come out and say that like he's okay with same-sex
I don't know. I don't keep up on the Pope, but I know people hate him.
Non-denominational churches hate the Pope.
Yeah, we don't talk about that's not the thing. We study like the same couple like chapters in the Bible, always Corinthians or whatever the hell. I went on 4 mission trips. It was a whole thing. Oh my God. And it is true.
I was confirmed.
The way that it's like, why? Because you have to raise a bunch of money to go on this mission trip. And it's like, why not just give that money to the people who need it then, instead of like going on vacation to tour their...
What are you doing when you get there?
Yeah, right. What are you fucking doing?
You're saying, hey, look at you poor people, come to Christ.
And then how much of that money is taken off the top to go to the church?
Yeah, it's kind of sick. So they raise so much money. My first trip, we were just in a van, quite literally, just like in a 16-passenger, like crappy van, and it was 40 kids. And by the last one I went on, we were staying in dorms and taking giant coach buses.
That's not a mission trip.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is a vacation.
This
is
vacation.
Weird. Yeah.
So back to Housewives, Bethany Frankel started a charity, Be Strong. And like, I'll use Puerto Rico as an example. She raised like hundreds of thousands of dollars and coordinated like jets to take food and supplies to Puerto Rico. And they were the first ones there. She was literally handing out like $100 cash gift cards to people.
Dang.
So like, that's a mission trip.
Mm-hmm. Like, do something.
Dorms and coach buses.
Yeah, it's like, if you have the money, go and like be useful. But it's like, but if you can't afford to go and you're like raising all this money, people are donating to you, whatever, like, no, just like do something else. That's not helpful.
Goodbye, Kyle.
They literally, it was actually so bad because we, there's a lot of like prostitution and stuff over in like the Baltimore area where we were one time. And they literally had us like passing out roses to these women and being like, you're beautiful, like you're worthy, like God loves you. And they're like running away from us. They're like, get the fuck out of here, kid.
That's very culty.
Very weird.
Yikes.
Go give them this rose. And they forced me. I did not want to. I was like,
I would have cried. I would have sat down and cried.
I was like, I have anxiety. I literally like wanted to poop my pants. And they're like, go, she's right there. She's running, go. So bad. I'm so sorry.
And that's why the strippers loved us.
We endorse these strippers. Which the hotel, I don't know why you tagged the hotel and then they reposted it on
I tagged the club, not the hotel.
You tagged the club?
The club, like,
and they
my
reposted
story.
it on their story.
Your selfie?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Braden's like, look, they liked it. And I'm like, no, they reposted it. And he's like, oh.
They only had like 2,000 followers.
I got to go follow them. I didn't know they had I couldn't find them on like the Google Maps.
There wasn't much to write home about. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they were like, we're not showing anything. You got to just come here and see. What was the cover charge? It was $10,
$10,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad. I don't know. That's my first one, so I'm not sure how it goes.
There's a strip club here in Miami Beach.
The amount of like adult pleasure stores, like billboards that we see, my God.
Truckers got
11. If you see people wearing black hats that say like 11 on them, that's the strip club. It's like this, like Doja Cat performed there recently. Like it's like a big deal.
Ooh, 11. like on Stranger Things.
L.
God.
exactly like that.
Well, I saw you pulled up a review. Should we wrap this up soon and go to our party?
Yeah,
we're gonna be late.
We've got things to do.
Fashionably late.
We are.
David's like, we should go at 6. And I'm like, we shouldn't think about it.
I said, we'll use it as a rough estimate. I say that I go with the flow, but like I kind of have like an outline.
I hear it. Yeah, I feel you though. It's like, no, but I need to know like exactly what's going on so that we can know how much we can fit in, how long things are.
I saw our planty friends in the elevator going at 3:45.
They're like, we want to be there right away.
They're going to be tired.
They're going to be sweaty and we're going to roll in looking beautiful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when everyone's taking their selfies, we're going to look the best? I don't think so.
Do you think they have beverages?
Oh, yeah.
There?
Yeah.
Like
Based on,
drinks?
have you seen, have you seen the advertisement videos? They're going crazy there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, David's like, I'm trying to
Okay,
go.
so we've got a review from Emma. It says, amazing podcast. Hey, I'm absolutely obsessed with your guys' podcast. I've been listening for a long time. I will never get tired of your endless banter and helpful tips. I'm so excited to watch you guys grow as a platform and as people. I know you guys are going to do amazing things. Thank you for making me smile and enabling my growing addiction to plants. Green heart.
You guys are awesome.
Stop. That is so cute. I'm going to cry.
And we,
Endless banter.
Retweet.
This one's for you.
We love you, Emma. If you'd like us to read your review on the podcast, give us a review. We are so close to 100 5-star ratings.
That's crazy.
gonna do
So
it.
please give us a 5-star review. Write something. We will read it. If you have Spotify or Google, I don't know how Google does it. Give Spotify a 5-star review and then send your little review to wherearewegrowing@gmail.com. I didn't set up the email to be like that.
Yeah, you're like about to say
We have a website, but not an email. So wherearewegrowing@gmail.com, or you can DM it to the podcast Instagram, which is @wherearewegrowing.
Yeah, you can follow us on the gram. We're posting all the pictures from this trip too. So if you want to go see the recap, we have the story highlights. And then we also have a hashtag. So if you want to go to like WAWG, Where Are We Growing? Yeah.
Yeah.
WAWG IAS 22. Yeah. Where Are We Growing? IAS. WAWG IAS 22 is our little hashtag.
I haven't answered to your podcast title.
What? Where Are We Growing?
Yeah.
Where Are We Growing?
Perfect Choices Nursery.
We are growing to Perfect Choice Nursery tonight to get fucked up with plant people.
Okay, David, where can people find you? And do you have any upcoming projects you want to plug?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about this. You can find me at PV Plant Guy on TikTok and Instagram and Pinterest. I just started a Pinterest account.
I know. I just have pictures too. It's so fun.
Yeah. I just beta tested their new live platform. It's called Front Seat. So it's basically like an Instagram live, but instead of like the attendees typing in their questions in an IG live, like you're on video, so we can like actually chat. Which
Kind
is
of like
cool.
Clubhouse?
No, because you can't. It's kind of like
Clubhouse is just
Clubhouse
sound.
and Zoom had a baby.
Oh, interesting. That would give me anxiety. But yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I like
Instagram, TikTok, and I do have my own podcast. Shameless plug for my podcast, which
yeah.
I've taken a break from between season 1 and
That's why I asked David. I was like, "Do you want me to bring it up or what?" I was like, "Did you have a nervous breakdown?" It's okay.
I'm just taking some time. I'm taking a sabbatical.
We do that all the time without warning.
Yeah, our seasons are not planned. They
No.
just
we're like, this seems like a good time.
we're
to
like, well, we haven't
be
posted an
done.
episode for a month. I guess we're on a break.
I definitely need to take some notes from you guys because this has been awesome. And the setup here, like we have mics and headsets and a soundboard. Mine is not as tech savvy, so
It could be more tech savvy, like ours could be, but I feel like we're good middle of the road, like quality, expensive,
it's portable.
whatever.
We're
yeah.
in Miami recording this.
Literally, it all fits in that little bag. How nice.
Yeah.
Except for the 4 sets of mic. So if we have 2 guests, we need to bring a separate bag.
Yeah.
Whatever, it still works.
Yeah. It's really fun. But where can people find you, Brandon?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at Brandon Botanical. You can shop my plants at monsteraplant.co, which is also our Instagram handle. If you are local in the Minneapolis area, we are putting on events, markets, pop-ups, swaps, all that good deal throughout the Twin Cities. And do I have other stuff?
I don't know, but David still has to say the name of his podcast. I just
Oh,
realized.
yeah.
Plant Personalities with PV Plant Guy.
Did you have to think about it for a second? Or were you like, no, I'm ready with the answer?
That's a lot of peas.
It's a lot of peas.
Yeah. And we did a plant proper.
Yeah. You did
Project
with plant
today.
proper.
Lots of
Yes,
peas.
Lots of peas.
We're going to Perfect Choice Nursery today. So it's just
It's a lot.
a lot
Plant
of alliteration.
show. Mm-hmm.
And Nicole, where can we find you?
You can
Yeah,
find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest at Nicole Larson Grows.
I can also find you at your house.
You can find me at my house, but please don't. Please don't come over. Yeah, I'm like,
If
don't come
anyone
over.
wants Nicole's number, DM me.
Y'all don't want to come over. It's not pretty. We actually have bugs being released right now as we speak. Not really. Maybe. Sam's supposed to come over tonight.
Oh, yeah, she went to my house first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. God bless you, Sam. If you're listening to this, we love you. Shout out to you.
Thanks, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sam wanted to. She was like, "Tell David I said hi." She's like, "Just kidding. I just feel like that was a nice thing to say. You don't have to tell him."
Hi, Sam.
Isn't that so, Sam?
Yeah, very much.
She's like, and I just want you guys to know, I know I've been saying that, like, I want plants, but I don't want to seem too greedy. You don't have to bring me back a bunch if you don't want to.
You need
And
to
I'm
bring
like,
back
oh
some.
my God, Sam, we're bringing you back plants. It's not about, like, we don't even have rooms for the ones we're bringing back. So what do you fucking think? What do you think's going to happen?
Where are we going to put these?
Yeah, you're going to have to go to Sam.
I can't wait for the drive home when you like text me how many bugs like attack you. and how many lizards
Don't
jump out.
manifest it, please. It was not good. But Matt was looking out for me. He's like, no, we're not going to talk about spiders, and I'm not going to point anything out either. Let's go. It was great. I even felt a couple things on me, and I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to think about it. Nope. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Do you want to throw in on our song as we like chitty chat out of here?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's go look for some gators on the way to Perfect Choice.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to start pointing them out because I don't know what to look for.
Yeah,
How do you just look for the heads floating in the water with the two
And the
eyes?
head.
Yeah,
Two eyes sticking out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scary.
Kind of like
scary.
the crocodile on Peter Pan.
Well, I googled how common it is for people to hit them with their cars. Apparently, it's common-ish.
Down here, yeah, for sure.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gators crossing.
Go Gators.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again, guys. Love you.